Behind every good writer is a good editor. Hi, my name is Mary from Telios Press and Books, where we make book writing and self-publishing simple, affordable, and fun. Behind every good writer is a good editor. Even the best of us as writers make mistakes, and I can say that because I've worked as both a writer and an editor. I know there are just some days when some typos, some loose commas, something will just escape your attention for whatever reason, and that's why you need someone who's watching your back, who's watching your work when you cannot quite clearly see where some of the gaps are, and that's where an editor comes in. There are two things that you're looking out for when you are getting a good editor, because there are editors out there and then there are good editors. There's a difference. Technical chemistry is the first one. What do I mean by that? Depending on the genre or the kind of book that you're writing, there are people who are experts or who have experience in that body of work. So for instance, if you're writing a fiction book, there are people who are experienced in editing fiction books. They know what to look out for, the kind of flow a fiction book should have. You can even narrow it down further and look at genres. There's a way that a romance book will flow that is quite different from the way a suspense book will flow, for instance. And on the other side of technical chemistry is looking at the literal technicalities of what you could be writing about. And this is especially for non-fiction books. So let's say, for instance, you're writing a book on the medical field. Perhaps you're covering a specific topic in medicine. Now, in this case, there are specific terms, there are descriptions, there are things that need to be authentic and true, factually correct, if I can put it that way, to the medical field. And in this case, you need someone who's looking over your work, who understands these terms, who understands what you're trying to communicate, who can break down what you're saying into a language that your readers are going to understand, whether your readers are in the medical field or perhaps outside of it, and that actually counts. And so you'll find that with technical chemistry, sometimes you can find someone who is able to cover both the technicalities and the flow of writing, the art and the craft of writing. But there are times when you may need two kinds of editors in this case, where you're looking at someone who will look at the technicalities, basically fact check your work, as well as someone who is now going to come in and look at the writing style that you've used, the flow of your information, of your chapters, to make sure your grammar is in check and there are no typos that have escaped your attention. The second kind of chemistry you're looking for when it comes to getting a good book editor is writing chemistry. Not all writers are the same, and similarly so, not all editors are the same. The last thing you want is to have a book that sounds like it's been written by two different people, because it has been written by two different people. An editor should be able to come in and essentially mask themselves in your work, where they're able to call out certain things in your writing and allow you to enhance your writing without actually changing your voice as a writer, where you're still able to maintain your unique voice, you're still able to maintain your story, you're still able to relay your message or the knowledge that you want to pass across without it getting lost in translation, because you have an editor who is essentially rewriting your book in their own voice, in their own style. There you have it. Two types of chemistry you need with your book editor: technical chemistry and writing chemistry. Have you had a book editor before? What was your experience? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it just meh? Let us know in the comment section. Check out our publishing work from teliospress.com and check out teliosbooks.com for some books by African authors we know you're going to love.